Welcome to Random Conflux, the most must-see show on WWE.
No. This isn't even WWE. This is YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Yes.
So, this is WWE on YouTube.com?
No.
No.
No. We're not sponsored or affiliated in any way with WWE, Zach.
Oh, man.
This is...
I got the wrong cards in front of me.
What cards?
This is why we don't do cards, sir.
The only thing in front of us is this thing of cookies, an empty water bottle, and toilet bowl cleaner.
Okay, well, then I guess this must be...
Hold on. It's not just any toilet bowl cleaner. It's 2-in-1. Bowl and brush disinfection. Lysol. Power cleaning gel. It eliminates tough stains in seconds.
Not sponsored.
We're not?
No.
Dang it. Why didn't we deliver?
Because we're probably sniffing it.
Actually, no, we're not. We don't promote that in any way, shape, or form.
But what this really is Random Conflux, where today we ask you to what you want to talk about.
How many times can you say random conflicts like that?
I don't know. Random Conflux, Random Conflux, Random Conflux, Random Conflux. Welcome to Random Conflux. Yeah. All right.
Your throat hurt now?
A little bit, yeah. Okay, YouTube. I think everybody gets the general message. This is not your normal WWE broadcast. This is not Miss TV. This is not RKO show.
It's not anything related to WWE. What are you talking about?
This is not the highlight reel. This is not your ordinary wrestling podcast. This is Random Conflux. And today we talk about whatever we freaking want to talk about. Maybe we talk about names of other shows on other programs. And maybe we talk about YouTube in general, but who knows? I'm losing my freaking mind over here. But anyways, last few videos we talked about was starting a YouTube channel, what it takes to start, what to grasp on starting a YouTube channel, and kind of what you need to start.
You need a pickle and a dream.
And then all things are possible.
Yes. You stick the pickle in your ear
Until
you gain superpowers.
The pickle has to be in the pocket. It is a pocket pickle, sir.
Okay, but then your pockets are soggy.
Well, soggy pocket better than soggy eardrum.
That's true. Actually, that was Matt's kid. I asked her. She's been on the channel multiple times. I asked her if it was a good idea to have pickles in her pocket, and that's what she said. She's like, no, because your pockets will get soggy.
Well, with all that said and done, we are indeed going to finish the topic of how to make it on YouTube or any other media platform.
By finish, we mean rant for another 40 minutes.
Yes. Honestly, not really ranting at this moment.
No.
We have already covered like free software for you to use as editing software.
Yep.
And we also kind of mentioned some software that is a lie in what they promote, and that they are not an editing software in the sense of what you really need. But if you're intent to playing some SmackDown vs. Raw at any time and you want a little bit better of a highlight reel editor, go ahead. Stick that shortcut right in there, baby. It works like any other mod would.
But that said,
And it's good. It's good. For that. Go ahead, stick it in Skate. Which Skate probably has a better editor program.
Skate actually has a very good video editor.
But go ahead, stick it into a hodgepodge of hodgepodges and, put that little shortcut right up into your Nintendo 64's cartridge controller slot and give it a little bit better of a quality.
Actually, kind of related to what you just said with Nintendo. This was a while back. They actually got Netflix working on a old regular Nintendo. You ever hear about that?
No.
Yeah. Somebody managed to get Netflix working on a regular Nintendo. It was years ago, but yeah.
Did it kill the Nintendo?
It worked, but it was like all in black and white. It was weird.
Oh my.
That's not too far fetched. The Game Gear actually had a TV adapter, and you could play it. You could watch TV on it.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah.
Really interesting stuff here that we're talking about. Really interesting stuff. So, if you're as interested in talking about some random crap like what we are talking about, why don't you hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and maybe a very might twinkle in your eye. But who knows?
The YouTube fairy?
Yes, YouTube fairy may twinkle in your eye, but who knows? I haven't seen it happen yet. But with that being said, again, shortcut. Just stay out of our videos. Okay? Okay. Let's get on with it. Now, regular editing programs, please give this video a like and help it beat the algorithm to a pulp and send it to the Pope. But let's talk about the real elephant in the room. And no, Shaka, we're not talking about you. Let's talk about all of the things that little Saki got wrong here. Let's talk about some things that little Saki got wrong. Yes, I got some things wrong. There is an editing program, maybe a little bit better than Shortcut, but we have not mentioned it. And it actually is really good. But I made a joke about it just a little while ago. It's a program that's used in SmackDown vs. Raw games. And somebody found a way to take it out of the game and make it into an editor. They were able to isolate the source file and like that kind of stuff. And they made it into a really good video editor. And I forgot where I seen it at. I might find it again. Hopefully the site wasn't taken down. Because it was another YouTube channel like ours that had a problem with Shortcut. And like my brother's been saying, he's had some good things with Shortcut. I just haven't. Every time I used it, it crapped out on me. So that's where the bad hate comes from. But I've used tools like Highlight Reel from the wrestling games. And that's what got me started actually editing with video editing.
Yeah.
Because my experience is all audio. Yeah. And some like real live action editing, that kind of stuff.
And that's something else you've used too. I've used it a little bit on PC, but Sony Studio and the PS3 actually had a built-in Sony Studio for like editing videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what highlight reel would kick into with anything you used on, like, and it wasn't just wrestling games that would kind of take a little hack to it.
Yep.
But it would kind of steal some of the things from that.
I think a lot of systems like nowadays have video editors that come either pre-installed or you can install. I think the Xbox even has a video editor, doesn't it? Or you can download one of the two.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to stop and think for a second, but yeah, it does have a video editor. Mm. And it's so that if you take clips from your game that you're playing,
yeah,
and maybe clips that you may think is funny or whatever, and you want to port them over to like YouTube or something of that nature, you can, or you can email that directly to your own email.
Yeah.
And, edit it or put some commentary to it later on if you want to, and then, but it doesn't cut out all that much when you're doing it. But we've talked about editors for a while.
Yeah.
Well, okay, upgrading editors we just talked about in the last video. And we're actually recording videos back to back just because of saving, time. So when this is being recorded, we just got finished recording the one before this. So going off of what we said there, at this point, Shaka really doesn't like this channel, and now the reason why I'm making the jokes about Shaka is because, tell him, no hard feelings type of thing.
Yeah.
No sweat off my back type of thing. But also kind of, cluing you guys into, hey, not every free editor is as they say. Sometimes they're a lie. But no lies here on this channel. None whatsoever. No lies on this channel. Hate lies. Wait, that's a lie. No, that's the truth. We hate lies. And we're going to just focus on other topics. What the heck is that? Oh, neighbor. Weird things happening all around and just getting me all combobulated and confused. And if you think my brother is kind of quiet in the background, why don't you go ahead and comment, project your voice, sir?
But I'm not talking right now.
Exactly.
I wasn't saying anything because you were the one talking.
Yes.
And the more that you talk, the less I have to talk because you're talking.
Yeah, what you call
it? But if I talk, it'll rain monkeys.
But we need to talk about
No, I'm kidding.
Audio.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got through the video.
Yeah.
Let's talk audio.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's press the microphone ever so gently and explain how this beautiful geometric shape actually works.
Well, it's a microphone. It hooks up to the computer, and it creates a sound.
A beautiful audio for your ear holes.
It absorbs audio waves that we project into it, and creates them. And it turns them into this digital format that you guys can view or listen to.
Yes. Because right now, we can see the format of what we're saying on a screen with wavy lines. Yeah.
That said, we're not sponsored by the microphone company, but we're currently using the JLab microphone that we were talking about in the first part of this thing.
Yes, and like we said, whenever you're just starting out, go cheap. Because at that moment, like, the quality isn't that necessary. It's getting your foot in the door. It's getting you into the process of, just being creative. It's to get you to understand what kind of videos you want to make.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, you can use your phone as a mic.
Yeah.
There's plenty of voice recorders on smartphones. You can open up the voice recorder app, use that as a mic, and then transfer that to your computer, and then edit it from there.
Yeah.
If you don't have a mic for a computer. There's many people that do it. Matter of fact, that one guy that does a bunch of Power Ranger videos, I forget his name, Ezra?
Something like that. I know Matt does it. He uses his phone for TikTok and YouTube videos when he's not on our channel and he does his own stuff.
Well, obviously he's going to use a phone for TikTok. That's just... Oh, speaking of TikTok, I heard that they're getting shut down.
That's not 100% true. There's a lot more to it. We'll let Matt talk about it in a future topic.
Future topic!
Yeah.
We are discussing some future stuff here. Close your ears.
Yeah.
And open up your eye holes.
Now, that's not 100% the case, and he could talk a lot more with that. So.
Yeah. Well, I also heard because of the problems between the United States and
it's
China because of it being a China company.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than that, and it's a whole thing, and it's
it's weird.
Yeah.
Conflux.
Yeah.
But anyways, microphones, you want to focus on when you actually start having, like, I want to say a safety net of money behind you. If you're doing this on your own, you kind of want to make sure you have the money for it. And, just start off small when it comes down to microphones, and then gradually, look at what's better and more quality, and see what can give you that quality at a cheaper expense.
And we've had decent mics. We've had Blue Snowballs. You have the Radiotech.
Yes, and Radiotech picks up everything.
Yeah.
This mic is omnidirectional, where mine's unidirectional. And the Snowball is multi-directional, where this is the best of both worlds. It could be uni and omni.
Yeah.
And if I actually bought this mic, I would be using it 24/7, but I didn't buy the mic. And the one that I do have, I use for voice recording. If it's just me, it's the best mic in the world. And it only costed me about $100, give or take.
You just wish it was still something you could get, because I know you...
Yes, and if something would happen to that mic,
you'd be buying this one.
I wouldn't be able to get another mic like that.
Yeah.
But getting a mic like this, where it would probably be hard to get boom for this mic, where my mic has the knobby thing on the back end of it.
You can buy it with a boom, actually.
But what I'm saying is, you have a shaft and a ball and then the tripod,
yeah.
Where mine, it's supported from the back end. So it actually would work on a boom a lot better than this one.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you could get like a boom for this.
Yeah, you can unscrew this part right here because that's separate, and you can put a boom on that part.
And quite frankly,
yeah, because they can totally see what we're talking about.
And maybe we can take a video of the microphone. It's a beautiful microphone. It's got all pretty colors on it. But obviously, like, having a boom arm isn't the most important thing.
No.
Just doing a YouTube channel. Yes, it's a luxury in a way. But neither one of us has a mic with a boom arm. Because we don't have a regular studio setup. We are currently using my stepdad's kitchen table and having the mic on its tripod that it comes with. And it works very well. But since you're on your phone, Jay,
I was looking at prices for booms out of curiosity.
That's what I was going to ask you to do.
They were like around $60 to over $100 for the ones I was looking at.
How about one that matches your mic? Because I believe you said your mic was what, within the 60 range when you bought it?
Yeah, if I'd have got the boom, it would have been more expensive.
So, let's say you buy a mic with just a tripod. And it cost you, what, $60?
Yeah.
And let's say you bought the same mic, but yet you didn't want a tripod to start out with. You wanted the boom arm instead. Would it sell you the microphone as it is here with the tripod, with just having the option of a boom arm? Or are you just buying the base microphone without the tripod?
You can get a boom for about, well, there's cheap ones for like $10, but I wouldn't trust those. And then there's ones for like 30, all the way up to like 100 some.
So it's probably better to buy it separately and have, make sure that you got a safety net of influence coming in.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing, is don't go all out, just starting a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because somewhere down the line, you're just gonna get frustrated. You're going to see all your money going into it and nothing coming back to you. And that's not what YouTube is. Yeah, somewhere down the line, it's going to be a profitable future for you, but it's not there yet. But I've also seen many YouTube channels not upload any content except for, let's say, hidden videos or videos that can only be seen by friends through a friend account. Those videos actually have a wide number of subscribers based. But why? How does that work? Well, that works because those videos have been seen on YouTube. But it doesn't match with YouTube's recommendation. So it works by word of mouth. What the person does is they will comment on their community page saying, hey, I'm uploading a new video. come and watch it on such and such channel. And usually they just use their YouTube page to promote where you can watch their videos. Or being completely on the opposite spectrum, I've seen people use Facebook to promote YouTube channels. Now, for some reason, if you were doing TikTok Live, you can't really promote YouTube on TikTok. I figured that out. They will try to take you down for promoting YouTube. They won't let the video go through. And I found that out because of someone actually trying to do it. But other than that, we've basically said that doing this expecting for a big payout real quick.
You're not going to get a big payout real quick.
If that's why you're doing YouTube, then just quit. Because you're doing YouTube for the wrong reason. If you enjoy making content and it doesn't matter, like you making $1 or $2 to start out with, like you're just being an independent creator and you're just trying to get your foot in the door and you're using YouTube to widen your possibilities, then yes, like that's exactly what YouTube is for. YouTube is for the independent creators. It's for people that want to start like producing videos but may not have the money to go into a grubby school or college to like get their foot in the door. This is the foot in the door. And if you're thinking that YouTube is a way of being a substantial way of making income, it is not.
I think you have to have a lot of subscribers.
You have to have
that plus sponsors plus.
Yeah, because once you make so many subscribers, then yes, YouTube will pay you. It's a low amount, and majority of your ad revenue also comes from the ads that you put on your channel. But a lot of YouTubers, they get their money by Patreon. Or they start making their own merchandise, and that is how they're making their buck. But just starting out, you're not going to be making merchandise. That's like down the road. And speaking of merchandise, me and JJ were, we've talked off camera, yes.
All about getting merch and stuff.
But we haven't talked fully on the channel yet about where we're at figuring out what we're going to do in that spectrum yet. So if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. If we're still thinking about it, like, where is your brain at right now?
I think eventually we could start doing like shirts and things like that if people are interested.
Well, shirts for our channel would actually be really easy to make. We'll just use the logo.
Yeah.
Tie-dye it, get one of those screen printers.
Yeah.
That would be really good. speaking of which, go ahead and make that a little note in your phone to grab one of those. Actually, that's probably the best to start out with. And since we're talking about it, go ahead and find out how much that's going to cost. So, and we'll go ahead and put that into the B-roll as well, right around this area of the conversation. But my phone is doing the dingling sounds. But yeah, a lot of the money that you're going to be making is buy the merchandise. But what to do if your videos aren't meeting your what's the word I'm looking for?
Expectations?
Yes. One, look at your video in a whole. Are you thinking about the content that you're making beforehand? What kind of content are you making? Are you putting the best version of you into the content that you're making? Are you making it enjoyable for every person watching your video?
Try to.
Are you putting your full passion and love into every video that you're making? Are you thinking about how those videos should look? Are you thinking about flashiness for your thumbnails, or are you just taking a steal from the video itself and not really making your own thumbnails? Because that could be the difference between your videos making it and your videos crashing. Because everybody knows the name of the game is flashy thumbnails. So put some buttercoat on those thumbnails and really help make them pop. Because everybody loves a beautiful thumbnail.
I think my thumbnails are just getting weirder.
Well, I'm looking at my thumbnails and they look pretty normal. It's a thumb, it's a nail, it's a thumbnail. But in all realism, you want to put some flash in that pan.
Yeah. If you are going to use a gameplay clip from the thumbnail, make sure it's something that catches the eye.
Yeah. Make sure that it's unique to your video.
Yeah.
Or, like what we've been doing, our videos have been incorporating the logos of the games we're playing, or interesting in the situation of we're using our logo's background and our font colors to make the logos for whatever we're doing, like gameplay wise, to look better in our image.
Yeah.
And we pretty much say we don't own the actual image. We just own the edited version of that image.
Yeah.
But that doesn't give us a right to claim the logo for DreamWorks as our logo. No. No. That's a no-no.
No.
Because that'll get you a copyright strike. But taking the logo, putting your own spin on it, or making a logo yourself, or doing something that makes that your own by putting in some work to it, that's what's gonna bring you views.
Actually, something I've been trying to do just for fun with the Zelda logo, I incorporate one extra thing with each video. I missed one in the one before last, but I've been trying to keep it up. Like in this one, there is it's video 8, so there are literally 8 different characters in that. I'll do it until it becomes too much. You know what I mean?
There's never enough. But yeah, you want really good thumbnails. You want something that's catchy but also resembles your content.
Yeah.
You want something that tells people what they're going to be looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Now YouTube has this process where you can preview a video before clicking on it by hovering over it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, if it's not flashy enough, people won't click on it. Mm-hmm. So give it some flair. Give the beginning of your video some pizzazz.
Yeah.
And kind of say what your video is about. Not in words, but in text. Mm-hmm. And usually that will be in the first portion of your videos, and that will show the people like, oh, okay, they're doing something spicy with this. Mm-hmm. I see where you're coming from, Mr. Rockefeller. But anyways, with how we've done thumbnails when the channel first started and what we're doing now,
I think they've improved a good bit.
I would like to hear some comments. So if you are listening to this, go ahead, comment down below what you think of our thumbnails. Are they spectacular? Are they shimmering? Are they beautiful?
Also, can we do it to improve them? Just
yeah, if they suck, just give us something to to whine about and throw our computers. No, any comments, good comments, in my opinion. If you let your comments get you down, then that's a negative Nancy, and you don't want to be a negative Nancy. Maybe you want to be a Bill. Well, you can't be a Bill if you're a negative Nancy. So why don't you make your buck, Bill, and climb up the ring of the ladder?
What are you talking about? Bills and Nancy's and
yes.
Ronald Reagan?
I don't think I mentioned Ronald Reagan. But if you're talking about presidents, Bill Clinton did not sleep with your wife. With your wife.
With my light? With my light.
Yes, with your light.
I hope he didn't. Light bulbs don't belong in that situation.
No, they don't.
With that, I think that's a good place to end this.
Actually, I'm just making a joke in that sense, but we do have some gameplay to get to. And with that being said, hug your brand new microphone so no one can take it. I should have done that. That spiked the audio really bad. But, yeah, like we were saying, just look at the video and ask yourself, is this the best that I can do? And as long as you put your heart, love, whatever, into your videos, then that's all you can do. Mm-hmm. And at that point, just like this video, it would have to be done. And then it would have to move on.
Yes.
And then it would have to sleep for eternity in the realm of YouTube.
With that, I'm John.
I'm Zach. Give a like, subscribe, comment. Let us know how chickens flap their feathers. As always, stay frosty, like the color blue. Achoo! And say goodbye, Vegeta. But I am a penguin. Waddle, waddle, waddle. A-la-di-da-di-do. A-la-di-da-di-do.